We got some rain here today. Me and Mark figured we'd head a little further north where I have a bull moose tag. I got my draw this year. So we're at a field where we set up a trail camera a couple months ago and have some pictures of some nice moose in the area here. 3 moose walked out. It looked like a small bull, a decent bull. But we're going to do a little play here and see if we can have luck on our side and maybe make something happen here real quick. Mark and I were just watching these 3 moose. They went into the bush. As soon as the rain stopped, they came right on out. So they're actually out in the canola now, which means the wind is good for us to follow the bush line and try to get perpendicular to them. Enough for a shot, then great. If not, we'll probably back out. That's the spiker. At about 100 yards. The biggest of the 3 has really got me thinking. Yeah, he's still staring at us here. Yeah, we might go ahead and just back out. We were staring down one another for probably about a half hour. Again, a great central Alberta bull. Just one that I don't want to push too hard for quite yet. It is still early in the season. Plenty of time, plenty of time. We're back in eastern Alberta. We're out for moose today. Same bush, same field. Mark and I a few weeks ago had a pretty good encounter with 3 smaller bulls. Anyways, we're gonna head in. Peak rut. Just the other day, our friend Lauren over at PJ Trailers got a beautiful bull down, so I'm wearing the PJ trailer hat for a little bit of luck. Maybe some of that'll rub off and we'll get a chance here, so stick with us. As you'll see here in a second, this trail is like most of the trails we've walked past, just trampled down. Definitely lots of activity coming in and out of here. Tons of moose tracks we can see on the way in. Anyways, the wind's going to be perfect for us to head back north. So we're just going to head in here and work our way back to the truck. If you can pick this up on the camera, I'll show you in a second. You can see we're on the south of this bush. There's a main trail that goes right down the middle. We pulled it up on iHunter app just to kind of pinpoint exactly where we are, how far we have to go, and where the trail camera is. But again, just an awesome, incredible app to have. Very handy when you're in the field. We're just getting out of the bush here. Unfortunately, no go for this morning. Great trails in here. We got to go through some area in this bush that we haven't been before. So a bit of an exploration as well as a hunt. But all in all, we beat up some trees and made some calls and nothing wanted to play back. So anyways, on to the next adventure. Mark and I found a decent moose. Anyways, we watched him for a little bit and he made his way into this thicket here. We had to kind of scramble and talk to some houses and make sure that we had permission on this land, which we do. So we're just working our way into this thicket. We're going to be hiding behind the Montana decoy and hopefully the bull will see us and come out and give us a shot opportunity. We just got to about 50 yards from the thicket where we last saw the bull. So we're just set up behind the Montana decoy. We're gonna see if we can get its attention here. In the meantime, a small spike bull is about 350, 400 yards away. It's been keeping an eye on us. I think it likes the look of our decoy here. Hopefully this other bigger bull does as well. We just, I did a cow call and we heard some crashing. It sounded like it was coming right at us. I don't know if he blew out of the back of this thicket or not, because the wind kind of swirled on us.
The bull we had originally gone in after had left the thicket, but across the field we spotted a third bull that was definitely worth a closer look. After trying to gain some distance and giving a quick cow call, this new bull appeared to be locked on to our Montana decoy.
I'm back out for moose here this weekend. It's Thanksgiving long weekend here in Canada. Last week we had a great encounter, a couple really good encounters. One in particular, a nice bull that I was very tempted at. We called it in from about 250 yards to about 40 or 50. He came in broadside. I had a great chance. It was starting to get a little bit dark, and unfortunately the bull was just right on the cusp of what I'm looking for. But I did get drawn and I did think about it. Anyways, this morning I found a couple nice bulls. One in particular has really good points that I really like. Mark's on his way. He's just pulling up now. I just called him to come and video me. So we're gonna go in and do some calling, pull out the Montana decoy, and hopefully we can get one of those bulls to come in. I'd really like the one with the nice points. Here's Mark pulling up now. Okay, I got my cameraman. Mark's with me now. So we're gonna go ahead and go in on these bulls. Gonna head to this bush here. This is where we last saw them. There's one with really nice points, and I'd really like to get a nice bull with points. So he's my number one out of the two, but the other bull was also a very nice bull. We're at the tail end of the rut, so any opportunity I get to get one with my bow at this point, I'm probably gonna take. I really want to try to get done with the APA this year. So anyways, we're gonna get in that bush and see if we can get one to come to us. We saw one of the bulls, the smaller bull, 250 yards to the south of us. He paid attention to us for a little bit, and then he kind of trotted back into the bush. We're gonna leave the decoy there. We have it set up about 10 yards away. It gets set up behind this bale, and we're gonna do a little bit of calling, and maybe that bigger guy will show up. I can't breathe because my heart's going so intensely.
The primary bull that we had gone in after was now 200 yards away and gaining distance, almost as if it was taunting us. It was, however, only 30 yards from our trucks.
Mark and I sprinted to get to this next bale here. He's not really showing any interest, and our calls are the decoy. I love the Montana decoy. The only thing better possibly would be a live moose. And we just had one step out behind us here. As much as I want to get it done with my APA, I'm torn. I had a perfect chance, but that was just a young, immature bull. I'd like something maybe a little bit older. Anyways, we're gonna work our way back to the truck and try to get on to the next one. Great morning though. It's mid-November, we're out for moose again. Since things opened up with rifle a couple weeks ago, the number of moose we've been seeing has gone down drastically. We're just, Mark and I, checking out where we have some trail cameras set up. Hopefully we'll be able to get on a moose here today. We saw a cow and there were some hunters all gathered around it, and we checked in with them, and they did have a moose tag, a bull moose tag that is, and right about that time a nice good sized bull ran across the road right in front of us. I think Mark was able to get a quick little video clip of it, but anyways, it worked its way, or it ran towards this bush here, which is the biggest bush in the area, and the landowner just happens to be buddies with Shane. I guess they played hockey together. So Mark and I, we went and talked to him, and we're just gonna kind of creep along and check out this bush here and see maybe that big bull held up in here. And if so, I'd love to get a poke at him, because he, from what I could tell, he was a definite shooter. After checking out this bush here and going off the information we got from the landowner, the moose like to bed in this corner to my right, to the east. We saw the moose run into this bush from the west, so we're hoping that that moose is going to make his way through here to come and bed. And there's a couple fairly open spots here that we could see through pretty good. So Mark and I are just going to sit here for a little bit, hang tight, keep our eyes peeled, and hopefully we can get that moose coming out to go to the spot where he does bed. We sat and watched this bush for a little while, and pulled up the eye hunter and took a better look at the bush. We figured this is a better place to be set up. The wind is in our face, so this is a perfect setup right here. Just gotta wait. Hopefully the moose will cooperate and either cross in this low spot in front of us, or there's a major cut line behind us. Either way, he takes one of those two routes, and we should be able to get our eyes on him and hopefully get a shot off. There's a whole bunch. Wait. Okay, now you can go. Now you can shoot.
There's another bull coming. Wait for the bull. The one bull's right behind him. He's going down.
I can't believe that worked like that. Can you believe that? We watched these moose come into this bush and we waited and we waited. And anyways, it just started funneling out in front of us. The first one happened to be a bull. And to me, definitely a respectable Alberta bull. Jeez, how exciting was that? You couldn't have wrote the script any better. Walked right out in front of me and Mark. I just ranged that. He was roughly about 270 yards. Mark has been a champ. Mark has just put in as much time as me just for the opportunity to film. So I can't say enough. Thanks, Mark. I couldn't have done it without you. You know, you start thinking, is this ever gonna happen? Are we ever gonna get one? And you start thinking, oh man, I'm not gonna fill this tag that I've waited 5 years for. And sure enough, finally some diligence paid off and we caught an Alberta bull moose down. Oh man, that was wicked. I can't believe that worked like that. Can you believe that? We watched these moose come into this bush and we waited and we waited. And anyways, it just started funneling out in front of us. The first one happened to be a bull. And to me, definitely a respectable Alberta bull. He looks good, dude. He looks good. Oh, is he a big body, eh? Look at his fronts, Mark. Oh, he is everything I could have asked for.
Here I am with my 2015 Alberta bull moose. Went out with the bows a few times, had a couple great opportunities on some smaller bulls that I passed up on. But once rifle season opened, the amount of bulls we were seeing just diminished to next to none. Finally, we came across this guy this morning. He ran across the road in front of us. We were with a group of other hunters. They ended up eventually shooting a smaller bull. We just set up and we just waited and watched and waited and got to a little bit of a high spot where the wind was just perfect, and finally it happened. This guy came out. He had some cows and another small bull behind him, but unbelievable. Got him down. He's right here, so I got a great rack, beautiful fronts on this bull, and I'm gonna get a freezer full of meat this year, which I could not be happier with.